Men to the right, one man left, pistol formation in the backfield. Millen, the deep man. Snap, give Millen off the right side. He'll try to cut to the outside. There is nothing doing as he's met by Brady Clausen and company, and he'll go nowhere.
There's a logical example of what your defensive end does. He went straight up the field. Linebacker and corners come on the inside, forced him to the inside where all the defenders were. Loses 4 yards in that. Brady Clausen has done a nice job here in the last couple of weeks here for the Arrows.
We've called his name a lot here the last 2 weeks as the Bulldogs will come up to the line of scrimmage. 2 men left, 1 man wide right, pistol formation in the backfield. Giles, the starting quarterback, stands in front of Millen. Boy, we've called his name a lot here over the last couple of years, and now movement and penalty markers go flying, and it's a matter of who jumped first.
Yeah, they both kind of jumped at the same time. It'd be the left defensive end, Brady Clausen. They're going to call legal motion on the Bulldogs here, so that'll move them back another 5. Clausen jumps with the right offensive tackle for the Bulldogs, also jumps. Ball will sit at the 48-yard line of the Arrows. It'll bring up 3rd down and about
19. Perfect spot. You want to get Madison behind the chains in this football game. Coach, that was a phrase he used the other night when I talked to him. He said, we want to get them behind the chains. We want to be out in front. Snap, Giles looks, pumps, fires left side, and boy, did the wind play havoc with that thing. It falls harmlessly incomplete. Brings up 4th down at a mile, and the Bulldogs are going to have to punt. Do you see how the wind moved that thing?
Yeah, big time. Well, the first thing that happened is the wide receiver, or the tight end, what it is, he drug himself out. He slipped in that big mud hole out there in the middle. Just had nowhere to go, and then the wind took care of it. Well, they don't even huddle for a punt.
No, they do not.
They're in a hurry to get this baby going. They're going to punt from their own 40-yard line. The Bulldogs back deep is Osifort for the Arrows. He sits at the Arrow 10.
Now the Bulldogs will wait on the snap of the football. Back deep to kick here is Holbrook. He's got it, and he sends it away. And Ossport's going to let this thing go. It'll bounce, and it just does go in. Lucky break there for the Arrows. It was actually Tyler Curry who kicked the football away. Arrows will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Well, they're going to have good field position. Boy, it almost died out at the 1-yard line there. You talked to me on the way over on the
saw it last night in Edgerton.
The ball died out. Then when he went off to the sidelines in a kickoff, it's live, punted, it's not. Yep. But always want to go after the ball, and Ossenfort stayed there close to the ball just to be safe. They did a nice job and went into the end zone. Arrows will start their second drive at their own 20 with 8:41 to go here in Madison, 0-0.
Madison again will stack the backs. Arrows will send trips to the right side, 1 man wide left, trying to open up that middle just a little bit for Alex Ossport. He's the single set back behind Jacob Derby. Jake under center. Student body tossed to the left side. Oz going to try to cut to the corner, and there is nothing doing. Now penalty markers flying late.
We got a horse collar or something coming.
It looked like they might have gotten a piece of Alex's face mask. We'll check the penalty as the official with the white hat and the white everything. He almost looks like one of the Blue Man guys out there.
I've never seen him with earmuffs. It is against the...
it is a face mask.
Even the guy on the sideline, he's got his mask all the way down.
Yes, he does.
15-yarder or a 5? Must be a 5.
I'm guessing it's a 5-yarder.
Yep, it is a 5-yarder. So it'll be 1st and 5 here for the Arrows from their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10 here for the 1st and 5, as Lanny mentioned.
It's great to be back.
Isn't it, though? 2 men left, 2 men right, 4 wides in the pattern. Again, Arrows trying to spread the Bulldogs out, open up that middle for Alex Ossport. Derby goes under center. This is where the 5 guys up front have got to win. Snap, give, Ossport runs into the pile, and there is not much doing as Ricky Millen and company in there to make the stop.
Looks like they're going to give him 3 yards on that carry. The ball sit at the 28-yard line. 2nd down and a long 2 here for the Arrows.
It was Michael McComish on the tackle, 5'10", 177-pound senior. He is number 2 on the team in tackles from his defensive tackle spot.
Got to give kudos to the Pipestone fans.
Yeah.
Wow.
They outnumber Madison.
They outnumber Madison.
And it is not close.
Jackson last week.
And it is not close. I told you, when you're sitting over there on the Arrow sideline, it's not so bad because the wind's at your back. You're not getting pelted in the face with rain. It's just a little chilly is all. 4 wide receivers set here, 4 to the Arrows. Jacob Derby comes up to the line of scrimmage. He'll go under center. Right now we got a whistle and penalty markers. Arrows took too long. It'll be a delay of game. It'll cost the Arrows 5. So now you go from 2nd down and 3 to 2nd down and 8. And you just cannot afford to have those kind of penalties on this kind of nights.
No, you can't. And they had 8 guys in the box again. Jacob's got to check out of that. and then somebody's just got to make that sweep to the outside. We got to do a good job of seal blocking over there. Get it open. I mean, I ain't kidding you, folks. They're all 8 guys are inside the tackles there. They got the safety and 2 corners out wide.
And this is one of those games, too. If you're Alex Osport, it is one cut and go. Don't try to shimmy, shake, and make a move. One cut, go. Snap. Derby rolling out. He's got the run pass option. He will fire. He has a man, but it's too far to the left and incomplete, intended for Sawyer Pals, and he was open. And again, the wind really pushed that thing towards the sidelines. That's one of those deals where if Jake wants to do that, he's going to start that ball at about the numbers and let the wind push it to the sideline.
Yeah, the penalty really hurt the Arrows there because, like I said, if we did a little sweep outside and Derby had all kinds of room to run, but he knew he didn't have enough room to get the 7 yards, tried to pass it out there, just couldn't get to the outstretched arms of Sawyer Pals. Second drive here by the Arrows will go down here as Derby will be back to punt, right?
Yeah, it's only third down. Third down and
I see
7.
fourth over
It
there.
was
Sorry.
a penalty. 2 men left, 2 men right. Support the single setback. Derby goes under center on third down to make it 8. Man in motion here is Sawyer Pals. They'll go play action to Pals. Nope, they will give it to him, and he is dropped for a huge loss. McComish in on the stop all the way back at the 19-yard line. I'll bring up 4th and a mile. Arrows have got a punt.
Yeah, we can't let them come in. We didn't have a good job of getting off the ball there. And when you're going to run that misdirection like there from the outside, and they're going to lose yardage on that one. Now it'll be 4th down and 11 here for the Arrows. Just underway here, 7 minutes to go, first quarter.
And now we'll see what Jacob Derby can do with this kick. Jake averaging about 32 yards a punt on the season for the Arrows. He'll stand at his own 8-yard line. Snap is low. Jake will pick it up, and he's going to take off. Now he'll pooch it down the side of the field, across the 40 to the 42 to the 43 to the 44, and that's where the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10. Good, smart decision by Jake. He knew where the line was. He had up until that point to kick it. He got right to the line and then let it go.
Yeah, he really was watching there, you know, with the hike. You got that wind, and it's wet and everything. It's just horrible field conditions no matter what here. If you're playing on a turf field or a field that was in very, very great shape. I mean, the conditions for playing football are horrible out here tonight.
It is not a fun night. I tell you what, the folks in charge of washing jerseys at both schools, they're going to earn their money this weekend. Giles goes under center, or takes it from the shotgun, and the ball, he'll hand it off to the left side on the end around to Waldner. He'll try to get to the corner. He does get the corner now down the sidelines across the 40, and then is taken down at around the 37-yard line. Waldner almost lost the handle of that football as soon as Giles gave it to him, and lucky to hang on.
Well, yeah, it was just kind of a little shovel pass, little pitch out there, and it's hard to get on, you know, especially the wind. I'm sure the wind was pushing it forwards. He'll gain 7 on that. It'll be 2nd down and 3 here for the Bulldogs. 6:28 to go, first quarter.
No score here in Madison. Pistol formation for the Bulldogs. 2 men right, 1 man left. Millen, the single setback. They'll give it to him. He'll run it straight ahead into the line.
Fumble.
And the Arrows are saying they've got the football. And
we do.
They do. The Arrows will take advantage now of a Bulldog fumble. It is Millen who coughs it up, and the Arrows will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, he was right there to get the first down, and the Arrow defense forces another turnover. 2 in the game, 1 for the Arrows, 1 for the Bulldogs. Both of them, Bill, have been in the exact same spot of the field.
I believe it was Michael Giagrande who came up with the football, if I'm not mistaken.
1st and 10 here for the Arrows from their own 36-yard line. And, boy, you can't even see numbers on the jerseys anymore.
That's not a good sign for me because I pretty much live off the numbers.
Derby's back is black.
6:22 to go, first quarter. Trips to the left side, 1 man wide left, single coverage that way. Boy, if the Arrows could do anything with the air attack, and they'll try here. Derby will roll out to the left. He's got the run pass option. He'll take it himself. Gets a block down the sidelines, 40, 45, and he's got an Arrow first down near midfield. They'll spot him just shy at the 49.
That's right at the 48.5-yard line. That great blocking on that thing. Come outside. He wasn't going to pass that at all. It was just a design sweep there by the Arrow quarterback. You know, when they're going to stack everybody in the box, let's spread them out there. We got to spread them out there, pull their defense out. Man, we pull Austin for it right up the middle for the big gainer.
Look at the umpire. He's got the football under a towel, constantly drying it off. He will put the ball down once the Arrows come up to the line of scrimmage. He puts the ball down, now runs out of the way. Arrows are ready to snap the football. 1 man left, 2 men right. Single setback is on support. Derby to the line of scrimmage, checks over the Bulldog defense, goes under center, starts his snap count. Takes a snap. He'll give it off to Alex Ossport off right tackle, trying to get to the sideline. Stiff arms a man. Nothing doing. He's at the 50, and then will be driven backwards by Giles and company. Waldner also there to make the stop.
Yeah, he went outside there. That didn't get much of a blocking outside. There's 2-3 guys come over there, but he's going to get 2 yards on the nice effort there by Austin. Boy, is he doing a nice job of hanging on to the ball, though, Bill. He's really hanging tight, 2 hands.
The second Derby puts that ball in his breadbasket, the 2 hands are going right over top of it, and he's not moving either one. He did release one to put the stiff arm on, but as you said, possessions are going to come at a premium here tonight.
Ball sits on the arrow side of the 50.
2 men left, 1 man right. Now men moving around here at the last minute. They're trying to get somebody moved around to the other side. That's Jaden Gorder. He'll go from the tight end spot. And now Coach Bauman will burn a timeout as they were running out of time on the play clock. We'll take a break with them. No score with 5:03 to go. First quarter from Madison. This is Aero Football.
Hey, this is Brady Boss, and you're listening to Aero Football on KLOH.
5:03 to go here in the first quarter. It's 0-0 here in Madison. The big stat of the game. The Arrows got the only first down. There's 2 turnovers, one by the Arrows, one by the Bulldogs. Second down and 8 here for the Arrows as they call a timeout, trying to get people situated here.
Yeah, Jaden Gorder couldn't get lined up to where he wanted to be initially. They had to burn the timeout to keep from getting their second delay of game penalty on the night. Just shy of the 50-yard line. It'll be second down and 8 here for the Arrows. They'll send 1 man wide to the left side, 1 man wide to the right side. Alex Ossiport, the single setback. Jacob Derby brings him to the line of scrimmage. Checks over the Bulldog defense. Takes the snap. He'll go play action. Jake looks, fires into the flat. That's caught by Buffington and then dropped. No completion. They were trying to hit Buffington on the out route from his tight end position. It'll bring up third down.
Had good blocking out in front of him on that little screen out there, and just could not pull it in with the wet hands.
Brings up third down and long here now as the Arrows will bring out a new football for the umpire.
Coach Bauman's like, we got to have another football ready. I think that was Todd that said, let's have another football ready and dried here, and let's switch the ball every time on every possession so we can keep it dry so we can get something going here. Third down and 8 for the Arrows.
Umpire will spot the ball and then get the heck up out of the way. 2 men left, 2 men right. Single setback is Alex Ossiport from midfield. Jacob Derby will go under center. He checks over the Bulldog defense. Man in motion is Colin Moeller. He'll come back and dot the offset eye. Snap, play action. Ossiport trying to set up the screen. Alex makes the catch and now makes a move. He's got a first down. Runs over to a man at the 40 and then is taken down at the 37-yard line. First and 10 for the Arrows, Alex Ossiport.
He absolutely barreled over Nordling. He's one of the leading tacklers for the Madison Bulldogs. He laid him out flat cold and just kept them legs driving. Arrows on a drive into the wind, into the driving hurricane force rains here with 4:44 to go. Another first down. Ball sits at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line.
12-yard gain for the Arrows on the little screen pass to Alex Ossiport. Arrows will go with trips to the left side, a tight group bunch, and 1 man wide right. That's Josh Maybon. Under center will go Jacob Derby. Alex Ossiport is the single setback behind him. Jake, long snap count, student body toss to the right or to the left side with Alex Ossiport. 40, 35, 30, still on his feet, 25, and then is shoved out of bounds by Millen just short of the 20-yard line. They'll spot him at the 22, and it's another Pipestone area first down.
Well, he had beautiful blocking out there by Buffington along with Sawyer Pals. Just all kinds of room outside there, and they just get another first down. You know, they're doing this into this heavy, heavy wind. 22-yard line is where they'll go. It's a gain of 16 for Alex Ossiport here on the night thus far. Alex 5 carries, 29 yards. Alex, the second leading rusher on the team behind Brady Boss, who is not in uniform tonight. And I like that call from Coach Bauman. Get him ready for the playoffs next week. Stacked receivers left and right. Single setback, Alex Ossiport. Tight end is to the left side of the line. Under center goes Jacob Derby. Man in motion is Colin Moeller. He'll go all the way across the formation. Snap, toss, Ossiport to the left side. He'll make one cut and then is drugged down from behind. It's going to be a loss of a couple for the Arrows, as I believe that was Tyler Curry who comes up to make the stop at the backfield. What they're doing is they're trying to get outside because they notice what we've seen up here is they're putting everybody in the box there, spreading it out, getting a little running. That time there we run weak side of the field, or the short side of the field, and nowhere to go. He's going to lose about 4 yards, but I like the play calling. We can get things going up the gut here.
3:44 and counting to go here in our first quarter. Arrows moving from right to left on your radio. They'll send 2 men wide each side. Alex, the single set, stands at his own 31. Derby will go under center at the 24.5-yard line. Jake takes a snap, gives it to Alex straight ahead. Alex makes a man miss initially, and then good recovery by the Bulldogs. Coming up to make the stop there is Jacob Ricky, the leading tackler for Madison. Short of the 20, back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, there was a nice little hole there, but he's closed it up in her lane. You know, that's what they're doing there, is they're spreading things out and then run a little bit inside here and get them pinned down here deep. 3rd down and 10 here for the Arrows. Ball sits just inside their own, for the Bulldog 20.
Trips to the right side, one-man Maybon wide left. A single setback is Osford. He'll get it on the toss right side. There's a wall in front of him. He will dive across the 20 to about the 18-yard line. It's a gain of about 4, maybe 5. It'll bring up 4th down and a long 5 yards for the Arrows.
Yeah, in 4-down territory here, like you say, a long 4 or 5 yards. Nice little misdirection there. We go up to the strong side of the field over there. Nice little run.
Brings up 4th down and a long 5, short 6 here for the Arrows. 4-down territory. Arrows will obviously go for it as Jacob Derby brings the play in from Coach Todd Bauman on the near sideline. He'll send trips to the left side. He'll send Josh Maybon with single coverage to the right side. Alex Osiport, the single setback. They need the 13-yard line for the 1st down. Under center goes Jacob Derby. Takes the snap. He'll roll out to his left. Looks, now tucks and run. He will not get there. He is short of the 15-yard line. Good stop there by Ricky. He forces a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Madison.
Gets to the 17-yard line. Nice play. I kind of like that. You know, it's tough going up the middle in there. And I mean, it's tough to run out here. You're just kind of moving your feet slowly, trying to keep your balance and to get that there. But the Arrows will turn it over on downs with the worst starting field position here for the Bulldogs inside their own 20.
Well, and this is exactly what we talked about. Field position. Arrows right now are on the winning edge of it after losing for most of this 1st quarter. Shotgun formation for Giles. He's got 1 man to his right, 2 men left and right. Waldner, the single setback, and now motion. And Millen took off early. It'll cost the Bulldogs 5 yards.
Well, you know, if you're the Arrows, you can stop them here, force them into this bad territory here, and get the ball back with the wind here. We're about 2 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. Now with that illegal motion penalty, sent them back another 5 yards.
Makes it 1st down and 15 now from their own 12-yard line here for Madison. Madison will send 2 men to the left side. They'll send 2 men to the right side. Waldner, the deep threat, down the right side of the field. Shotgun formation for Giles. Millen is next to him. Snap. They'll play action to Waldner. Giles will keep it himself. He will rumble ahead to maybe the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Good read there by the Arrow linebackers. I believe that was Gunnar Manderscheid who comes up to make the tackle, his 1st tackle of the night.
Yeah, he's going to lose maybe a half yard. He's going to sit at the, 11, 12. They're going to give him no gain on that one. Yeah, nice job there by Manderscheid from his linebacker spot.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 with 1:40 to play in our 1st quarter here in Madison in a, less than ideal condition for a football game. 3 men wide right side, 1 man wide left. Giles, snap, give. Millen cuts up the middle of the field. He is submarined at the 18, dives across the 20, and gets finally to the 21-yard line before he can't hold his footing anymore. Good run there by Millen. Will make it 3rd down and about 6.
Couldn't see who was on the tackle there when he got the submarine. He couldn't really see anybody. And like you said, he fell to the ground. Like it's 3rd down and 6 here. 1:08 to go here in our 1st quarter, 0-0.
Ball is spotted at the 22-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. It's a gain of 10 for Millen. Their best play from scrimmage. And now the Bulldogs have to burn a timeout with 57 seconds to play in our 1st quarter. This is Arrow football.
Ever notice how the Vans at Stoughton Even can
under the turf at his receiver's feet? That's Nordling on the far side. It falls incomplete, brings up 4th down and long, and the Bulldogs will have to punt the football. Great pressure by the Arrow defense.
Yeah, Giagrandi and Jaden Gore did an awesome job pressuring him really, really hard there. And to force it to the ground. 4th down and about 6 here.
That was key number 2 here for the Arrows. We said the defensive line has got to get some pressure on. They've been pretty quiet here the last couple of ball games, and right there they come up with good pressure, and it forces a punting situation.
We got to have Oz to get a nice little return here, get this ball, get it in good field position.
Support back deep to return the punt, stands at his own 34-yard line. Bulldogs calling for the football, bobbles the snap, and the Arrows almost get a piece of this. The ball is going to bounce at the 40-45. 43 and roll out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And the Arrows will have decent field position as, boy, somebody almost got a piece of that for the Arrows as Tyler Curry now, who was back in punt formation, is hobbling off the field. I think he might have rolled his ankle when he landed.
I think we did get a little bit on it.
You think so?
The way it went, it looked like it over there. Nice field position, though, here for the Arrows. Here it sits at the just inside their own 40 with 39 seconds to go.
Now,
Why doesn't the Weather Channel ever come up here? When we have
they show the hurricane all the time down in New Orleans.
We got them kind of winds and rains right over here.
Yeah,
we need to call Jim Cantor.
Cantori.
Sorry.
And we don't need a hurricane to do it. It's just a typical Thursday night. One man wide to the left side, two men wide right for Alex Ossiport, who is behind Derby and the Arrow offensive line. Jake under center, takes a snap, gives to Oz, and he is drilled in the backfield. He almost was there in time to get the handoff from Jacob Derby. Was the big fella. That's number 57. Is that 57?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Matt Graff. No, not 57, 54. Brandon Steffen, the 6'2", 220-pound junior. That's a big boy right there.
If you're the Arrows, I let the clock run. I'll go to the second half, go to the second quarter with the wind in your wind at your back, and that's what Coach Todd Bauman and Troy Bauman are doing down on the field. They're holding Jake over. You're going to let this thing run out, get the wind at her back, and we'll start over second down at about 15.
And that is the end of the
Hey, this is Brady Clausen, and you're listening to Pipestone Aero Football on KLOH.
Arrows start this second quarter at their own 35. Wind at their back. Second down and 15. Fumble by Derby. Looks like he's going to get it. Mishandled snap, but the Arrows will recover.
And it'll be actually a half-yard gain for Derby when it's all said and done. It'll bring up third down and 14, make it 15 yards as we bring you back here to Madison for the start of the second quarter. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and long here now for the Arrows.
The hands get just a little bit of cold in that timeout to get them wet out there. I'm sure we've got enough towels along, but boy, in second half, we're going to have to, the managers are going to have to go to the laundry room and get things dried.
Third down, make it long here for the Arrows. Derby goes under center. He's got four men in the pattern, two to left and a right. Buffington, the man in motion. Snap. Derby looking to fire the screen. He makes the catch, does Ossiport. Tries to make a cut, and there's nothing doing. Giles will just have to lay a hand on him as Ossiport slips and falls. It'll bring a fourth down a mile, and the Arrows are going to have to punt the football.
Yeah, didn't have nobody out there get that guy, and he made that little cut, went right to the ground. He's going to lose, 3? Ball will sit at the 32.5-yard line. That's where Derby will punt here in this second quarter. Still 0-0. It's going to be a low-scoring game.
Yes, it is.
Field condition. It is getting worse. It is raining harder.
It is pouring cats and dogs outside right now here at Trojan Field. Derby stands at his own 20 to punt the football away. Arrows need a big punt here from Jake to flip the field position, and he shanks this one off the side of his foot, takes an arrow bounce across midfield, and then dies right at the 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 as Colby Ployer, boy, I tell you what, he's got a lot of down punts this year. He gets down the field in a hurry.
He is in every special teams play. He does a really nice job. He's one of the few that haven't put a coat on over there. He's here for the game. He's a gamer.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs as they start just shy of midfield from their own 49-yard line. Arrows will stay with the single high safety look with Maybon. And it'll be a shotgun formation here for Giles and company. Trips to the right side, one man wide left. Giles in shotgun formation, calls for the football. The ball is loose, and he will fall on it back at the 42-yard line. And it'll be second down and long. And unfortunately, in high school football, Brady Clausen won't get credit for a sack there as he was already down to a knee.
They've been had the wind at their back, but hiking it with the wind coming into them there. You'd think they'd move out of the shotgun and, just maybe go under center a few times. Maybe they don't do that a whole lot. But
no, they do not.
It's got to be tough for them, and that wind coming in there.
10 minutes to go in our first half. Second down after a loss of 7. Make it 17 yards to go. 2 men left and right. Shotgun formation again. Snap high. Trying to set up the screen pass. And, oh, my goodness, that thing was ugly from the get-go as the wind absolutely pushed that thing down to the turf. They were trying to set up the screen pass to Millen to the right side. That thing had no chance.
Well, and the Arrows defended it well. They did a great job. We're in his grill, the quarterback over here, and they had 3 guys over there in the screen, read it absolutely perfect. What a dangerous, dangerous pass.
Brings up third down and 17 for the Madison Bulldogs, moving from right to left as they'll send 2 men left, 2 men right. Single set back is Millen. Shotgun formation for Giles. And now they'll move 1 man all the way back across the formation. Ricky now from right to left. Trips to the left side. Snap. Giles lost to handle the football momentarily. Gives it off to Millen. He'll go back across the 45-yard line. And that is it. Brings up 4th down and a mile. And the Bulldogs will bring on the punting unit.
4th down and 14 here with 9:34 here in our second quarter. No scoring in the first. Arrows had a nice drive on their 3rd possession of the first quarter, just couldn't get in. Ended up 4th and down and about 3. Turned it over on downs.
Alex Osport will go back deep to return the kick. I have to wait and see who's in there to kick this time. It has been Curry, but he limped off after the last punt. Looks like it is him there again. And now we'll see. Maybe get a snap over the head here. Nope, snap is perfect. And the kick is away. It's a low kick into the wind. It'll roll across the 35 to the 32-yard line. And that's where they'll punt it, or they'll touch it down 1st and 10.
He's still limping out there.
Yeah, it was Curry who was doing the kick, and Steffen is down to stop the roll at the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Arrows.
He is one of the starting linebackers,
yes, he is.
too, also, isn't he?
One of the leading tacklers on this team, number 2 behind Ricky and McComish. 9 minutes to play here in our first half. No score in a brutal affair in Madison. It is windy, it is cold, and it is pouring cats and dogs. 1 man wide each side, double tight end set for the Arrows, keeping everything nice and tight. Alex Osport at the single setback. Jacob Derby, you can't even see what number he's wearing. His uniform is that black. Snap, Derby, give Oz. Cuts straight ahead, makes a man miss in the backfield. Now tries to cut to the outside, cuts up the middle of the field. Here he goes, Osport. 50, 40, 30. Alex Osport is gone, but a penalty marker flies as Gunnar Manderscheid just blew up somebody, and it wasn't even worth it.
There was nobody within 20 yards. Ostenford had a touchdown, and Manderscheid blocked somebody in the back.
Alex Ostenford was gone for 6, and Gunnar shoved somebody in the back at the 30-yard line, and it will all come back.
It'll be a spot foul.
It'll be from the spot of the football.
We'll still have a 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down. But, man, you wipe a for sure touchdown off the board. Oh, that is a tough one to take if you're the Arrows.
And that was all Ossiford on that.
Yes, it was, because he was stopped in the backfield.
Buried in the backfield, stayed on his feet, had good blocking over there, and he was at the 10-yard line when the block was made at the 30.
Yeah, he was gone. He was gone. Tough break for the Arrows to swallow there. They do get a 1st down on the penalty regardless. It's 1st and 10 from the Madison 40-yard line. 1 man wide each side. Alex Osport, after having a 70-yard touchdown run wiped off the board, is in the backfield behind Jacob Derby. Jake under center, takes a snap, give Alex straight ahead, makes a man miss again to the backfield, and is whipped down across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Coming in to make the stop is Wyatt Fender, the senior linebacker.
Arrows are going to have to put a hat on that guy coming in. They've missed him 2 or 3 times. He is absolutely going to get a handoff one of these times from Derby. He's that far into the backfield.
Yeah, he's in there just as Alex gets the football, and he's there to make the stop. Alex fights back to the line of scrimmage, gets a half a yard, brings up 2nd down and 9. Unbalanced line to the right side, weak side of the field for the Arrows. Derby goes under centered, lost the football, and the Bulldogs have it.
Boy, that penalty is killing us.
Kills you. Arrows should have the lead. Instead, they cough it up at the 40-yard line, and there to scoop it up is Iacon Jones, the senior defensive tackle. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. And that is a block in the back penalty that is going to haunt the Arrows the rest of this half. Should be at least 6-0.
Exactly. Got to fight through it.
Yes, you do. And it's 1st and 10 now for the Madison Bulldogs. 3 men to the right side, 1 man wide left. Shotgun formation for Giles as he's trying to get somebody's attention to move back to the other side. Now he'll come back into the backfield. Pistol formation here for Madison. They got to hurry and get this thing off, and they just do. They'll go with the handoff to the right side, and this is Johnny Monroe, the sophomore running back, diving across the 40 to the 41, maybe the 42-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd down.
On the tackle, I believe there's Clausen along with Gia Grande. They're going to give him 3 yards. 2nd and 7 here for the Bulldogs. 0-0 is our score here. 7:40 to go in our first half.
Clock continues to run. No score here. Again, the big play right now is a 70-yard touchdown run by Alex Osford, called back at an aerial block in the back call. 2 men right, 1 man left, pistol formation. Snap, give, Millen, and he is submarined and chopped down to the 40-yard line.
Manderscheid.
And that is Gunnar Manderscheid. Is Gunnar trying to make up for the illegal block in the back call. Comes in and just destroys Millen at the 40-yard line. And Millen now hobbling just a little bit back there at the 30, and he went down in a heap.
The 3rd down and 8 here for the Bulldogs. A lot of the game has been played between the 40s here.
Yes, it has. And you can tell it by the field, too.
Yep.
Middle of the field, nice and clean. From the 40s on either side, it's a mud hole. 3rd down and 8 here for the Bulldogs. Millen, the man in motion. Snap, they'll give it to him on the end around, trying to get him in his speed to the corner. He will get the corner, and he will not get the first down. He'll be shy of the 45 to the 43.
Maybon.
It'll bring up 4th down, and we'll see if the Bulldogs send the punting unit out. Nice stop there.
Wasn't Maybon.
Thought it was Maybon. Was it?
It was Boyer Bauman.
No, not Boyer. It'd be Haubrich, wasn't it? 12? Yeah.
Yep.
Jake
I've seen
Haubrich.
the two. Nice
Jake
job
Haubrich.
by Haubrich. Nice tackle, open field tackle.
Makes a first down saving tackle. Does Haubrich. His first tackle of the night brings up 4th down, and the Bulldogs will have to punt from the 43-yard line.
Here's a break we're going to get over the head.
All right, let's hope for it. Curry back deep to punt the football away. And punt formation of the Bulldogs. Back deep is Alex Osford. Snap is way high, and Curry able to get it down. And Alex is going to run away from this football. Thought about picking that up. Bulldogs are going to be there to slap it down at the 33-yard line. Waldner puts a hand on it, and it's 1st and 10 arrows.
Yeah, that was really close to going over his head. He grabbed that thing. We got an arrow coming over here holding his right hand. He got a little stinger. Couldn't see who it is.
Looks like it might be Jaden Gorder.
Yep.
1st and 10 here for the Arrows as Jacob
He's all
Durbin.
right. He's going back
Yeah,
out.
he's going right back in. He said, "I'm fine, Coach. Give me the okay." He'll replace Colin Moeller here for the Arrows. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line of the Arrows. Neither team has been able to crack the scoreboard as of yet. Arrows were close, minus a penalty call. And now the Arrows will go to work from the far hash. 1 man to the left side, 2 men to the right side. Alex behind Jacob Derby. Derby sends a man in motion. That's Buffington. Snap, give, Osiport straight ahead. Alex runs into the wall, dives across the 35 to maybe the 36-yard line. It's a gain of just a couple. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, boy, they're going to only give him about 1 on that one. Looked like a nice 2-3 yard gain. Arrow's trying to spread them out here a little bit, but Bulldogs are not biting, staying inside. I like to call coming outside again.
Well, and you notice what the Arrows are doing. When they have found success running the football, it has been to the left side of the line, and that's because on that left side of the defensive line, you got McComish, who goes over there, and you got Stefan. The 2 leading tacklers on the D line are both lined up on the left side, and then you've got the 2 linebackers, Ricky and Curry, that play on the left side. So the Arrows are trying to attack the other side of the defense and trying to find some holes. Brings up 2nd down and 9 after a gain of 1 for Osiport. Derby under center, takes a snap, gives it off to Alex. Nope, play action. Goes with a little flip to Buffington, and oh boy, if he makes that catch, he is still running. It'll fall incomplete. 2nd to bring up 3rd down and long.
Jake didn't quite get enough on it for Buff. It was landed about a yard behind him. Like you said, they had 2 of the corners already up on Derby as he come over.
And there was
nice play call, just didn't work.
Yeah, little tight end screen, and just a little underthrown, which is hard to do with a 50-mile-an-hour wind behind you. 5 minutes to go here in our first half. No score between the Arrows and the Bulldogs. 1 man to the left side, 2 men wide right. Derby brings him up to the line of scrimmage, checks over the Madison defense. Alex Osford will line up in the backfield behind him. Derby, toss to Alex. Alex tries to cut to the corner, now cuts up the middle of the field and is taken down at the 40-yard line as the big fella, big number 77, Allison Jones, the senior, 6'2", 257, comes up and makes the tackle. It's 4th down, and the Arrows will punt this football.
Arrows will try and pin him deep here. Thought maybe he was going to get that first down there as he made that turn out there, but just slipped a little bit too much.
Good pursuit down by the line by the big man.
Yep. Sits just inside the Bulldog side of the 50.
40.
40, sorry. I thought they were at the 50. That's where I'm sitting.
You're sitting at the 50.
Yeah.
4th down and 4 here for the Arrows. Derby lined up in punt formation. Waldner back deep to return the kick. Snap is low. Derby gets it off a bounce off the turf and sends it away. Across the 30. It's picked up by Waldner at the 25. Man slips for the Arrows. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And then Waldner is drilled out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Beautiful return for the Bulldogs. And Waldner is slow to get up on the far side. I believe it's coming over here right now. I can't make out the number because there's so much junk on the jersey. Is that Ployer?
It is Ployer again, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Right here.
Nope,
Buffington.
Buffington. He absolutely
Drilled him.
lit him up. He flew out onto the track. He's still over there.
Yes, he is. Good punt all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Really gutsy grabbing that ball. There was an arrow there, and he slipped.
Worst part about it is if he doesn't grab that, Laney, that thing rolls all the way back to the goal line.
Yes.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 42-yard line.
Fumble.
Giles snap, tries to hand it off, and the ball is loose, but Madison will fall back on top of this thing. Coming up to save the possession there is Johnny Monroe, the sophomore running back. It brings up 2nd down and 11.
Boy, they really, everything's out of the shotgun, and everything's either a pitch or a pass. Like you said, they like to spread it out.
Brings up 2nd down and 11 here for the Bulldogs.
Gonna have to make some adjustments in this second half.
Yes, they will. Arrows will stay with their single high safety look. 2 men left and right here for the Bulldogs. Millen, the man in motion. See if they give it to him again on the end around. They will, and penalty markers fly. Madison jumped early. False start, back him up 5.
I think they had the double reverse coming there, didn't they?
I don't know. I didn't follow the play any farther after the penalty. I quit following it and started looking at my laptop. Back him up 5 yards.
2nd down and 17 here from the 37,
You are correct.
36.
You do that well for not having anything in front of you. I like that.
Well, just trying to looking over across. You know, you take a 5-yard penalty, 2nd and 12. Add 5, 17.
Make it 2nd down and long here for the Bulldogs with 3:10 to play in our first half. 2 men wide to right side, 1 man wide to left side. Pistol formation here for Madison. Giles snap, give Millen off right tackle. Bust through the line of scrimmage. And he is gone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Millen bust through the line and then scampers right down the middle of the field for a Bulldog touchdown. And now how big is that penalty on the Arrows? 64-yard touchdown run for Millen, and the Bulldogs lead 6-0.
They were doing that one into the wind. Arrows had them pinned back deep.
Yes, they did.
Somebody didn't get to their spot defensively, and the Bulldogs score on the big 64-yard touchdown run.
2:50 to go here in our first half. On to attempt the extra point will be Trevor Holbrecht, the 5'10 senior. And now we've got whistles and a stoppage of play as the officials come in from the far side. And you are correct. Arrows lined up in the neutral zone. And they'll move it just a little bit closer.
In games like this and weather like this, only one thing can win you a ball game. One play can win you a game. And the Arrows had one, got it taken back.
Yes, they did.
The Bulldogs had one and put it into the end zone.
And now the Bulldogs not messing around. They'll go for 2 now. They're going to bring everybody in tight and go for the 2-point conversion try. Giles in the pistol formation, 1 man wide each side. Takes the snap, gives to Millen. Millen tries to cut straight ahead and is not going to get there. And the 2-point conversion will fail. And with 2:50 to play here in our first half, it's the Bulldogs 6, the Arrows nothing. This is Pipestone area football.
Goes, they haven't done absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
The Arrows have held them probably to negative yards till that one there.
And with that, Millen will go over the 700-yard mark rushing for the season. It's his 12th rushing touchdown of the season. That gives him now 12-13 for the season total. Run up and boom. High, short kick
fellas,
into the wind. And the Arrows will just fall on this thing. Will one of the up men, I believe it's Buffington, who just covers it up at the 34-yard line. And the Arrows will have 2:50 to try to answer the long touchdown run of Millen.
He went for a fair catch. and dropped it. Ball, where's it sitting? 34?
Yeah, somewhere right in there.
34-yard line is where the Arrows will take over here with 2:50 to go. Haven't really been able to do a whole lot with the wind at their back. They did a lot more passing with going into the wind.
Yeah, they did. And that usually happens. The wind will usually hold that ball up a little easier for the wide receivers going the other way. And here, look at this, Lanny. 5 wide receivers set for the Arrows. 2 men stacked on the left side. 1 man all by himself to the right side. Empty backfield for Jacob Derby. Takes a snap. Now calls his own number on the quarterback draw. Looks, now tucks and runs. He's across the 35 and is stood up at the 38 and will be held up right there. They'll say his forward progress was stopped as the Arrows come out in a 5 wide receiver look. I'd say do it again.
Yep. They need to go in no huddle here and score.
Make Madison have to get those guys out of the box.
We got to hustle a play in here. 2:20 to go. Bulldogs leading 6-0 here in this first half.
They'll spot the ball at the 39-yard line. It's 2nd down and 5 after a gain of 5 by Jacob Derby, and they'll send 4 men wide to the right side this time, 1 man wide left. If you're the Arrows, are going to try and maybe set up the wide receiver screen to this near side. Jake takes a snap, rolls out to the right. Pressure coming, now tucks and runs. He will cut up the field, and he's got a block. 45, midfield. That's going to be a horse collar penalty.
Yep, 15
and that'll
yards.
add 15 more onto the end of the Jacob Derby run from midfield. Should be 1st and 10 Arrows from the 35.
Coach Bauman talked him into it. He didn't need to talk him. It was obvious what was happening there. Horse collar on the Bulldogs. Add another 15 onto this one. This ball should sit down at the 35. Is it a 15 or a 10?
I think it is a 15 for the horse collar.
He went down just on the Arrows side of the 50.
Yes, he did. So we'll watch him mark this thing off here. Hasn't technically signaled anything yet, is he?
15-yarder.
5, 10, 15.
Nice field position. Nice field position. Ball will sit at the 35-yard line. It's 6-0 here. Bulldogs, minute 56 to go in our first half.
And if you're the Arrows, nothing but a touchdown makes this a successful drive to tie it up going into halftime. Got beautiful field position from the Bulldog 35. You got to get a score. 2 tight end set, 1 man wide each side. Oz support the single set back. They'll give it off to Oz. He tries to cut off right tackle and will dive ahead for a gain of maybe 3 yards. And that's about it as Waldner got the initial pressure and then he's finished off by Wyatt Fender.
They're still putting all them guys in the box.
Yes,
I know
they
the
are.
Arrows are going to make a big adjustment at halftime. They have not moved anybody out.
You got a sense that Coach Bauman is going to set them up for something here. Make it 2nd down and 7. They'll send 1 man wide right. They'll send 4 men to the left. Nope, 3 men. One of them was Jacob Derby trying to get somebody in the right spot. Derby goes under center, sends a man into motion out of the tight end spot. Ball is loose. Jake saves it, tries to tuck and run, and gets sacked all the way back at the 40-yard line. Coming up with the pressure is Jacob Giles. He'll get pressure for and credit for the sack, and the clock continues to tick, 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 tick,
We need
tick,
to
tick,
call a
tick.
timeout.
Minute 10 to go here. It'll be 3rd down and a mile after the quarterback sack by Giles.
Bowler will come in. Jaden Gorder will check out.
Still no timeout taken by the Arrows. Ball sits at the 39-yard line. That is a 3rd down and 14 attempt here now for the Arrows. 2 men left and right. Single set back is Alex Osifort. Man in motion is Buffington. He'll go into the backfield and dot the I. Jake takes a snap. Play action to Osifort looking to set up the screen, and he will fire it into the turf. Will Jacob Derby at the feet of Alex Osifort brings up 4th down, and looks like the Arrows may have to punt this football away with 38 seconds left unless they want to try and go for it on 4th and a mile.
I'd go for it here with 38 seconds to go.
Boy, this drive had a lot of success, or at least it had a lot of success looking after the 15-yard penalty at 1st and 10 from the 35. Now they're looking at 3rd or 4th.
Now we're going to punt.
Now they're looking at 4th and 14, and the Arrows will run the punt unit on. A lot of white jerseys just ran onto the field, Lanny. Who are these guys?
I would have liked to get a reception there so then the clock would have started running. You know you weren't going to get the 1st down, but you wouldn't have had to give them some time on the clock.
Derby lines up in punt formation, stands at the midfield. Stripe calls for it. He will run over to the left, keeping the clock running, and now Pooch kicks it away. And they're going to try to pin him deep, and they will not be able to get there. Sawyer Pals tried to make the effort.
At half midfield.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 20-yard line as the big fellow, number 77, Allison Jones, is slow to get up. He'll walk down to the other end of the field on his own power, and it's 1st and 10, Bulldogs.
I don't know who lit him up, but he's wobbling. He's going back to the huddle.
30 seconds to play here in our first half. Bulldogs lead 6-0.
29 seconds to go.
First and 10 Bulldogs. They have 3 timeouts and 29 seconds to do something with it. And they'll go into the victory formation here and just take a knee. And they are very content to go into halftime with a 6-point lead here at Trojan Field. They do not, I believe, have to snap the football again.
No.
And they will spot the football now, and they do not have to snap it. And that is your halftime break. 6-0 Bulldogs on top. We'll come back to Trojan Field. First half stats analysis and a whole lot more on the way from Madison. This is Aerial Football.
Kind of wimpy.
It is a little different. Boom. High end over end kick. It'll bounce, and Osper will take it at the 20, 25, 30. Cuts to the outside, still on his feet, and then whipped down at the 33-yard line. And that's where the Eagles will start first and 10.
Ah, it's nice aggressive return. Their returns at about 15, 18 yards there. Nice job, Arrows. Good field position to start this third quarter. 6-0 Bulldogs.
Arrows will move from right to left, as Lance said on your radio. They'll go into the wind here in the third quarter. They'll have it in the fourth.
You know, you kind of got to feel sorry for the managers. They're working their butt off out there, getting wet, moving them balls all over.
Yes,
They're working hard.
Yes, they are. First and 10, snap, give. Osipor dives across the 25 or the 35, and that's it. Gain of just a couple. Brings up second down and 8.
Had a nice little hole there, but got submarined after he gains 2. Second down and 8 here. Bulldogs up 6-0, 11:40 to go. I see Coach Williamson finally put a coat on
Well, that's nice that he finally got into the act.
and some gloves. I think he was
Better late than
little
never, I
cold.
guess.
No gloves. He's a little cold. I seen him looking for an extra coat, and it looks like just a little windbreaker.
Well, that's better than nothing, I guess. Second down to make it 8 here for the Arrows. They'll go with a double tight end set, one man wide each side on the near side of the field. Man in motion is Sawyer Pals. Lost the football,
Fumble.
did Derby. It's still loose, and I think the Arrows are going to get back on top of this thing. And again, another botched snap between Derek Evans and Jacob Derby with the wet football. Jake pulled away without it. It'll bring up third down and very long now for the Arrows. Make it 12.
Still raining, but not quite as hard. It's like a Category 1 right now.
Yeah. Oh, is that all?
Before it was Katrina force.
Third down to make it 11 here for the Arrows. Trailing 6-0, Peter. Hey, Pete. Hey, Pete. 6-0. 2 men left and right. Shotgun formation. Shotgun formation for Jacob Derby. First time we've seen this all night. Takes a snap. Low snap. He's got it. Rolling out to his right. Looks. Oh, man. He's got Sawyer Pals wide open down the middle of the field. He goes for
Fell
Mabon
down.
instead. And Mabon slipped and fell, or he's got himself an easy catch and an easy first down. Millen was burnt on the coverage. And thankfully, Mabon lost his footing. We're at 6.
Yeah, it was a wobbler out there, but he could have got her. Fourth down and 10 here for the Arrows. 10:21 to go here in the third. 6-0 Bulldogs on a 64-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, Rush Millen. What a great name for a running back. Rush. Waldner back deep to return the kick here for the Bulldogs. Derby will punt from his own 21-yard line. Waits on the snap. It's a low one. He picks it up off the turf on a bounce and sends it into this gale of force winds. It is bobbled by Waldner, and he'll just have to fall on it
And
at
guess
the
who?
43.5-yard line. And again, it's Colby Ployer down to make another special teams play.
Colby Ployer making a big run for our
Yes, he is.
CPS player of the game.
Yes, he is.
Now the Arrows are going to try and rely on their defense here. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. From their own 44-yard line, 10:15 to go, third quarter.
First and 10 for Madison. Pete.
6.
6-0. Pistol formation here for Giles and the Bulldogs. 2 men left, 1 man right. Shotgun formation, and the Bulldogs. Whoops. Somebody forgot the snap count, and by somebody, I mean everybody except the quarterback and center.
Hootie! Hootie, are you back?
It's the Hootie play. Everybody moved except the quarterback in the center. It'll cost the Bulldogs 5 yards. That's one of those deals where if the ref is mic'd, it's false start. Number 75, number 14, number 32, number 28, number 4, number 7. List goes on and on.
How long you been out of school?
Me?
Yeah.
Graduated in 97.
15 years.
Yeah. 10:15 to go after the false start penalty. Makes it 1st and 15. Snap give Millen. He busts through the line again across the 40 down to the 44-yard line. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and then some. It'll bring up 2nd down.
On the tackle there, Donovan Johnson tripped him up in the backfield.
Haven't called Donovan's name much here yet
looks
tonight.
like he's checked in here just for a little bit here on this series.
Donovan gets his first tackle tonight. Will spot the ball at the 43-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage. It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd down and 10. Millen to Giles right, 2 men left and right. Shotgun formation. Snap, Giles, give Millen. And there is nothing doing. Hello, says Michael Giagrande. It's a loss in the play, brings up 3rd down.
Stands him up tall and proud. He'll lose 2 with 9:28 to go in the 3rd quarter.
That's how I go to work every day, tall and proud.
Yeah.
Glad to be a member of the Christensen broadcast family.
Yes, we are.
9:15 in the county to play. 3rd down and make it 12 here now for the Bulldogs. Running guys on late. Monroe will check out. Wallner will check back in. 3rd down and 12.5, 13 yards for Madison. Official will spot the football. They'll send 2 men left, 2 men right. Shotgun formation for Giles in the backfield. Starts his snap count. Arrows not bringing the blitz, and somebody moved early. This time it's going to cost the Arrows, I think, 5 yards.
Looks like it'll be Giagrande with the encroachment.
Yeah, looks like Michael got a little too anxious on the start.
Arrows fired up, trying to get themselves warmed up and back and ready in this game here.
Well, trying to get themselves a big stop and get the offense back to the ball back to the offense. In that first half, like we said, Arrows ran twice as many plays as Madison, dominated time of possession, dominated the stats, minus that long touchdown run. But again, as you said, one play in this kind of game makes all the difference. Shotgun formation for Giles, 2 men left and right. Single setback behind him. Snap give is to the last man there, and that is Mason Hemmer, the sophomore running back. He goes nowhere. It's 4th down.
Austin Ford and Gorder on the tackle.
First time we've called Hemmer's name tonight.
Derby's going to go back deep for the Arrows.
And Jacob Derby looking over to Coach Bauman with his arms up in the air and says, hey, 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 what's going on here? It's a gain of just a couple. Brings up 4th down and 6 for the Bulldogs as Curry will stand back in punt formation. Jacob Derby back at his own 22-yard line. Curry waiting on the snap. It's low. He picks it up off the bounce, and the Arrows almost get it. High end-over-end kick, and Derby will say, get away, get away, get away, and it will die inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Arrows. I don't know who almost got there again.
He's running down there, and I'm trying to get his
Is it number 1? Is that Walker Core?
No, he's going. It's Ossifort.
Was it Oz?
It was Oz.
Somebody almost got that punt, and that's the kind of play the Arrows need. They need a big play to get themselves fired back up here.
He was really, really close on that one. Just went off to the side of him. Punter did a nice job forcing it away. Arrows will start their 2nd drive from their own 16 with 7:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. 6-0 Bulldogs.
And a long field in front of them. We said the key number 3 was field position. Right now, Arrows unfortunately losing that battle. 2 men to the right side, 1 man wide left. Shotgun formation. Snap, give, Ossifort. He'll take it on the option, and he is whipped to the turf. It's going to be a loss of 1, maybe 2 on the play as McComish comes up with a big stop on the backfield. 2nd down.
Yeah, missed a block out front there as he went to the right. There was absolutely no blocking for him, and come in and got him. He'll lose 2.
2nd down and make it 12 here for the Arrows. 56 yards on the ground for the Arrows, 80 for the Bulldogs. Most of that coming on the 64-yard touchdown run for Rush Millen. It is the only scoring of the night. 6-0 Bulldogs on top. Hey, Pete. 6-0. I'm going to do that all night long.
He's not texting me back either.
I know. He must be mad. 2 men left, 1 man right. Single setback is Ossifort. Shotgun formation for Derby. He takes a snap, play action. Pressure coming. Tries to set up the screen with Buffington, and he can't hold on. Or did he make the catch?
I think he held on, but he's not going to gain a hole. He's going to get out to the 16.
He took a shot from Giles as he made the cut upfield. I thought they were going to say he knocked the ball loose, but Buffington hangs on. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that's it.
Was a good play fake. Derby did a nice job of that, but Arrows are trying to stretch them out a little bit, but they're pulling out and going right with them. So.
Madison read that extremely well as somebody went with Buffington, and as he tried to sneak out the back door, Gain of 2 brings up 3rd down and 10 here for the Arrows. Stacked receivers to the left and right. Single set back behind Derby in the shotgun formation is Osiport. Snap is low. Give is to Oz. Oz will cut off to the right side. Tries to get to the corner. He's at the 20. 25 dives. And he's going to be very close.
I think he got it.
We'll see where they spot the football. He stretched that ball out right at the last second. The official waves his hands.
It's another
First down.
Pipestone area first down.
Come on, Dave-O. Where are you at over there?
I didn't see him get up.
I know he's over there tonight.
Nice run there by Oz to get this run going. Another first down, the 7th of the game for the Arrows.
1st and 10 for the Arrows from the, going to spot it at the 28-yard line. So more than enough for the first down there for Oz. 1st and 10 for Derby and company. Shotgun formation. Trying to buy him a few extra seconds against that Madison pressure. They bring the house. Blitz coming. They hand it off to Osiport. Stutter step now cuts back to the right side across the 30 to the 32, and that's about it. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there for Alex. 2nd down.
Yeah, not a very big hole, but just good job for Oz. He just worked his way through, patiently waited for some blocking, got the open hole, 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5 from the 33. 5:30 to go in our 3rd quarter.
There you go. Takes care of that.
Got it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm working on it. 2nd down and 5 for the Arrows. Man in motion is Sawyer Powell. Shotgun formation for Derby. He'll go option again to Osiport. Osiport across the 25, still in his fear. 35, excuse me, across the 40, and he's got an Arrow first down. Good 2nd and 3rd effort by Alex Osiport and company. Getting a little help from Grande in the Arrow moving front 5.
Get Colin Moeller out front with him. We got a Madison Bulldog down on the field sitting at the 44-yard line.
And it's
a knee.
Oh, man, and that's Giles, their starting quarterback.
Oh, he's up.
Oh, he's all right.
Boy, he's holding that knee on that boy. He's in trouble. He's got to go out for this series. He's holding his right hamstring is what he's doing. These kind of conditions, them kind of injuries can come.
Yes, they can.
Colin Moeller with a nice lead block out there from his tight end position. 1st down and 10 here for the Arrows from the 41-yard line. 5:09 to go, 3rd quarter, 6-0.
Arrows moving from right to left. As we go back to work. Shotgun formation. One of the adjustments we've seen here from the Arrows in this 2nd half. They'll send Colin Moeller wide to the left side. One man wide right. Alex Osiport at the single set back to the right of Jacob Derby. Snap for Jake. Hand off to Alex. Cuts back up the middle of the field. 45. Cuts it up 50. And it dives ahead. Very close to a first down. We'll see where they spot the football. He's going to be just short, according to the guy on the far side of the field, by about a half a yard. And the white hat says, "Nah, give it to him."
Chains,
first down, he says.
First down, Arrows.
3 straight runs for Alex Osiport, 3 straight first downs for the Arrow offensive moving company.
He's really patient running the ball there tonight and waiting for the holes to open up, and he's hanging on the ball well and keeping his feet out wide so he can keep his stance on this wet turf.
1st and 10 here for the Arrows. They'll send one man wide to the right side of the field. Everybody else is in tight shotgun formation for Jacob Derby. Osiport to his right. Jake starts a snap count. Takes the snap, he'll give it off to Alex Osiport, and he is met in the backfield by Jones and company, and he's going to lose a couple.
Woofda. There's a couple Arrow offensive linemen that never got a hat on anybody there, and Oz is like, "Come on, fellas, you got blocked for me. Been doing well here. Lose 2.
2nd down, make it 12. Clock continues to run under 4 minutes to go here in our 3rd quarter. 6-0. Bulldogs on top in a cold, wet, windy Thursday night season finale for the Arrows. They'll start the postseason on Tuesday. Arrows will be the number 4 seed in the Section 3 AA football tourney. They'll play host to the Panthers of Tracy Milroy Balton. Those two teams have a history going back a few years ago when we had to go to Tracy against Dolan and company. They put one on us. The Arrows would love to return the favor. Snap, toss, Osiport, left side, 50. Still on his feet to the 46, and he'll get the lost yardage back and then some. It's a gain of 5, brings up 3rd down and 7.
A nice little gain there by Oz, just like I said again. Nice patient running. He waits there, waits for the open hole.
Nostrup comes up with the trackle there, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 here for the Arrows.
Derek Evans out front leading him.
I like the move to the shotgun formation here for the Arrows, buying a little extra time, give the running back a chance to see that hole and that cut just a little bit quicker, because it's one cut and done, and then you better be going for what you can get. Third down, make it 7 here for the Arrows. One man wide to the left side, everybody else in tight. Shotgun formation. Derby, toss, Osifort. Tries to cut to the field. This is going to be a holding call on the Arrows. And I'm guessing if I'm Madison, I back them up because the Arrows have got to kick into the wind here. Back him up 10 yards, let him try and get a couple, and then take the punt a little closer. We'll see what they call. He's well short of the first down. Madison may decline this. They may push him back. I'd push him back, but that's just me.
We'll see.
It is a hold against the Arrows. It'll be marked off from the 47-yard line.
Yep, they're going to march them back.
They will march them back, so it'll bring up third down here once again for the Arrows. That was easy as could be to call on that one.
2:23 to go in our third quarter.
It'll
Only scoring has been by the Bulldogs on a 64-yard run by Rush Millen.
Yeah. Brings up third down and 17 here now after the holding call for the Arrows. They'll spot the ball at the 43-yard line. They've got to have the Arrow 39 for the first down. Arrows are all kinds of confused as to who's supposed to be where. Coach Bauman would not like to have to call a timeout here if he doesn't have to. 5 wides in the pattern, and now he does have to burn his timeout as the Arrows all kinds of confused trying to get that play and everybody where they were supposed to be. And that's not what Coach Todd Bauman wants as he walks out on the field with his hands up in the air and saying, hey, fellas, what are we doing? So with a break in the action, 1:54 to play, third quarter, Arrows down 6-0 to the Bulldogs, Pete. This is Arrow football.
Hi, this is Walker Core, and you're listening to Arrow Football on KLOH.
6-0 Bulldogs over the Arrows with 1:54 to go here in this third quarter at the Swamp.
I like that. Arrows will send trips to the right side. One man wide to the left side. Single setback is Alex Osiford on third down and 17 here for the Arrows. Shotgun formation for Derby. Takes a snap, lost to handle the football. Now tosses it. The ball is still loose, and now Osiford's just going to fall on it. And that was ugly. Huge loss in the play. Brings up fourth down and 2 miles, and the Arrows have got a punt.
They brought everybody, and everybody was back there. Absolutely no blocking on that right side there.
Very surprised Derby tried to toss that after he'd fumbled it on the snap. Picked it up and said, here you go, Alex. And Alex had 5 guys around him. And Arrow's lucky to save the possession. They'll get a chance to punt it away here.
One of the Bulldogs could have just grabbed that one.
Could have scooped and scored.
Close.
Madison's bringing the house here. They got nobody back to return this kick. They are coming after it, and here it comes. And Derby gets it away into the wind. It'll bounce across to 35 and dies. Look at that thing just die at the 31.
Well, on the against the wind there, really, you're not out nothing. You know, you just will bring somebody and try and block it because they're not going to get a big punt with that wind's kind of rolling there.
So on 4th and 22, the Arrows will punt it away. Well, Jacob Derby to the 31-yard line. Didn't see who downed it for the Arrows.
It was Colby Ployer.
Man, that kid, he just makes plays.
Likes to be around the ball.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Moving from left to right on your radio. They'll send 2 men to the right side, 2 men to the left side. Shotgun formation. Millen, the deep man behind Giles, who stays in the ball game after the knee injury. Snap, give Millen. Stutter steps to the line of scrimmage. There's nothing doing against that Arrow front 4, and he will go backwards, Will Millen.
We got a quiver of arrows on that tackle. Do they have that in the stat program?
No, they do not.
Oh.
Millen, again, gets out of the pile a little gingerly, hobbling just a bit. It'll bring up 2nd down. Boucher, the first man to hit him. 2nd down and 10. They'll say no gain.
They were asking me over here, how do I pronounce that? And I said, Boucher, like Bobby Boucher.
Like Waterboy.
Off the Waterboy?
Yep, just like
Never
Waterboy.
heard of the movie, she said.
2 men left, 2 men right. Pistol formation for the Bulldogs. Snap, Giles
Fumble!
lost the handle of the football, and he will just fall back on top of it. Back at the 26-yard line. That's a huge loss for Madison. And it'll bring a 3rd down and a mile, and that's what the Arrows need. They need to have something like that happen and then hop on top of that football.
Well, the Arrows were lucky that he fumbled it, because there was a guy wide open at the 45. All 11 of the Arrows were up there. I don't know where Maybon was if he was on a safety blitz. But that'll end our third quarter with the Bulldogs leading with 12 minutes to go. 6-0 over your Pipestone Arrows. You're listening to Arrow Football on KLOH.
Hey, this is Jacob Derby, and you're listening to Arrow Football on KLOH.
Start of the fourth quarter here, make it third down and 15. Giles takes the snap, going to call his own number on the quarterback draw, trying to stretch it to the outside. And Brady Clausen will have none of it as he'll drop him back inside the 25 all the way to the 22-yard line. Good play from his DN spot. He'll force a punt.
Well, he did a nice job going straight up the field, forcing him outside, and a great pursuit from the rest of the Arrows. They really didn't get him down, but the officials blew the whistle. He'll lose what I got, about 4th and 21 maybe?
Yeah, bring up fourth down and a mile.
They got to go into the wind with the punt.
Nice to see that finally going our way.
Sits at the Bulldog, Derby at the Bulldog 45.
Curry will go back deep. He'll punt from his own
Hit it over
10-yard
his
line.
head.
That would be great. I'd take that in a heartbeat. Arrows got everybody else up in the line. They're coming forward. Snap is high, but Curry gets it down and sends it end over end. And the Arrows are, oh man, they're going to have some beautiful field position. And now somebody else comes up hobbling. That's Preston Nordling, one of their deep men on the outside. He comes up. He twisted something.
Ankle.
And Arrows, Madison's like the walking wounded here right at the moment. You got to take
advantage right now and go down and score. Enough of this getting close. We got to get down, do a nice sustained drive and score off these Bulldogs.
1st and 10 after a punt of 18 yards for the Madison Arrows with beautiful field position. They will start at the Madison 39-yard line. Can't ask for much better field position than that right there. 1st and 10 for the Arrows. 3 men to the right side, 1 man wide left, shotgun formation. Derby Osiport stands to his left. Jake calls out the snap count, calling for the football. He looks, fires to Osiport in the flat, and he makes the catch. 40, 35, and is pushed out of bounds short of the first down marker. They'll mark him down at the 34-yard line. Good gain on first down, 2nd and short.
Yeah, he lowered the boom on that corner there. Nice little reception. 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5. Stops the clock, 10:56 to go. Arrows down 6-0 to the Bulldogs from Madison, South Dakota. Oh, look at Paigey work out there.
Is she working?
Keeping them towels dry.
Well,
she's a good farm girl.
Yeah, she is. The Arrows will send 2 men to the left side, 2 men to the right side. Shotgun formation again here for Jacob Derby. He's been in shotgun the entire second half. Man in motion from left to right. That's Buffington. Jake calling for the football. He's got it. And the Arrows jump.
It's on the right. It was either on Buffington or Moeller over here on this right side.
And the Arrows will back up 5 yards. So to bring up 2nd and 10 here now for the Arrows. And that'll stop the clock with 11 minutes to go. Thanks for leaving me hanging there, bud. Appreciate that.
I was whistling.
Oh, that's great.
Dead air's good.
I'm sure the people
Sound
at home.
like you last night. Heard you were biting me up good last night. Holes as big as I could get through.
There might have been something like that said. Jake takes a snap. Home run ball. He's got a man wide open, and it is caught. First down for the Arrows. Penalty markers are down. Inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. It is Josh Maybon on a diving catch, but now we check the marker.
It's probably interference.
Oh, it's a towel. That's what it was. The towel was laying down on the field. It's a huge catch. It's 1st and goal, Arrows, after Josh Maybon hauls it in at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal.
Sits at the 5, right? Yeah, it's at the 5.
Is it at the 5? My apologies. 1st and 10, or 1st and goal here for the Arrows. 10.5 minutes to play in our football game. Arrows down 6. Handoff. Osiport stood up, dropped. Jones and company are in there to welcome Alex Osiport on the play.
Wow. Come on, guys. We got to hit somebody on the line. They're coming through before they even get the ball hiked almost.
So
we got to score here.
Osiport goes back a yard as Jones met him at the point of attack. It's 2nd and goal now from the 6. Huge pass completion of 34 yards for Josh Maybon down the left sideline, and Maybon just flat laid out for it. Boyer Bauman's down here over on the sidelines looking for something to hold the football with in case they get the touchdown. Double tight end set for the Arrows. 1 man wide left each side. Shotgun formation. Snap. Derby looks. Wants to try and tuck and run, and he goes nowhere. Boy, the Arrow offensive line is a sieve, and it lets 3 Bulldogs get a hold of Jacob Derby for a monster loss all the way back to the 13-yard line. My goodness.
2 times, and we aren't blocking anybody out there. We're just letting them come right through. We need to get a touchdown here. This is the best shot we've had at it all game here.
Yeah, minus the 70-yard touchdown run, that wasn't. This is where you got to score. 9:17 and counting to go. It's 3rd and goal now from the 13-yard line. Arrows send 2 men left and right. Shotgun formation for Derby. Man in motion from right to left is Buffington. Alex to Jake's left. Snap. They'll roll Jake out to the left side. Pressure coming. He will fire. It is incomplete in and off the hands of his intended receiver, Eric Buffington. It'll bring up 4th and goal, and this would be a huge stop for the Bulldogs after it was 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah, it's just all kinds of pressure there for Derby, and he had just had no time at all to try and get that ball off. He had a guy there, but they're just bull rushing on the Arrows and getting right through there with 9:01 to go. 6-0 Bulldogs, and the Arrows are going to call a timeout and talk about this when they need to score.
It is 6-0 with 9 minutes to play in our ball game. It's 4th and goal for the 13 when we come back to Trojan Field here in Madison. This is Arrow football.
Hi, this is Levi Scroven, and you're listening to Arrow Football on KLOH.
9:01 to go. Arrows, it's 4th and goal. They started at the 5 on the reception from Maybon from Derby. We went backwards all 3 times here.
And now it's 4th and goal from the 13-yard line. 1st and goal from the 5, as you said, Lanny. And now they got a mess. 1 man wide to the left side, 2 men wide to the right side. Shotgun formation. Now Ossifort with motion out of the backfield. Snap, Derby looks, fires over the middle. It is... Is it caught? No, it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. That was Colin Moeller, the tight end, and he had it and dropped it. Turnover on downs for the Arrows. We talked about it. We talked about it at halftime, Lenny. We said they needed to make him pay, maybe run a little tight end seam right up the gut. It's exactly what they did. Passes a little high to Colin. He had to leap up in the air and just had it glance off his fingertips.
Yeah, he was there at the goal.
Yes, he was.
We need a big stand here defensively right now.
Yeah, Madison's got all the momentum right now after turning the way of the Arrows on a 1st and goal from the 5 and actually pushing them backwards. 6 plays, 26 yards, and nothing to show for it. Pistol formation for Madison. Giles in the shotgun formation. He calls for the football. He's got it. He'll go with the counter to the right side for Millen, and he is chopped down at the 10-yard line by the Arrows.
Gunner.
And that is Gunnar Manderscheid on the tackle, 2nd down.
He did a nice job of coming through with his linebacker spot, a little delay. Manderscheid doesn't bite, throws him down. He'll lose, 3?
Yes, he will.
Clock is running, with 8:35 to go. Bulldogs 6, Arrows nothing.
Yeah, Madison's going to take their sweet old time every single play from here on out with a 6-0 lead. Giles looking over to the sidelines, talking with Coach Hodgen. He'll go into the pistol formation. 1 man wide each side. He's got a man to his left and a man behind him. Giles calling for the football. He's got it. Gives it off to Millen straight ahead. And again, runs straight ahead off of the left side.
Apple.
And again, it's Gunnar and Apple in on the stop. Gunnar got him initially in the backfield. Apple will finish him off 3rd down.
Actually, he got tripped up by one of his guards over there. And then, like you said, Apple and Manderscheid to tie him up. He's going to gain, 3 on that one?
He'll put it back to the original line of scrimmage. Makes it 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Shotgun formation, a man behind him. That's Millen. Man to the right is Monroe. 1 man wide each side of the field. Giles gone for the football. He's got it. He'll give it to Monroe. Stutter steps, and again, nothing. This Arrow front 4 doing their job, and they are holding Millen in check. It brings up 4th down, and the Bulldogs, again, will have to punt into the wind.
Trying to see who was on the tackle there.
3 straight runs to Millen up the gut, and 3 straight nadas given up by the Arrow D.
Gotta apologize at home. We can't read the numbers at all. They are so dirty.
The numbers are just caked on. There is nothing doing. It'll bring
over the head.
It'll bring up 4th down and long. Curry will punt from his own goal line. Snap is high. He corrals it inside the end zone, a yard deep, and the kick goes off the side of his foot, and this is going to be downed by the Bulldogs at the 22-yard line. All right, boys in white.
8 yards net.
You better go, and you better go right now.
Got to score.
Yes, you do.
Dig down deep, put out the most effort you put out all night, and put her down and get into the end zone.
10-yard punt. When it's all said and done, ball spotted at the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Arrows. They've got 23 yards to go to tie this ball game up. Let's see if they give the ball to Jacob Derby, make him make a play. Colin Moore, the man in motion. He'll go from left to right. He'll line up to the slot that side. One man wide to the left side. Two men now right. Shotgun formation for Derby. Takes a snap. Steps up in the pocket. Fires over the middle. He's got a man wide open. And again off his hands. Incomplete. This time again it was Colin Moeller at the 4-yard line. And oh boy, did Madison get away with one there. They had a blown coverage in the secondary and Colin Moeller could not hold on. And that should have been 6. Arrows have had
It was just to the back side of Colin. I think the wind got a hold of it. Boy, I bet he wants that one back.
Yes, he does. Madison has given the Arrows plenty of opportunities to take advantage here and tie this game up and have not come through yet. 2 men to the right side, 1 man left. Shotgun formation for Derby. Takes a snap. All day to throw. He'll fire to Osford in the flat, and the Bulldogs sniff that out immediately. And Oz is going to lose yardage on this one back to the 24-yard line as he is wrapped up by Braden Steffen, the junior defensive end.
3rd down and 11-12 here for the Arrows as the Rains come back again. 6:25 to go in our ball game.
It's just amazing how this Arrow offense has been stymied by this weather. They are flat out playing the Bulldogs in every sense of the word except on the scoreboard. 5 wide receivers set for the Arrows. 3 left, 2 right. Shotgun formation for Derby. Osifort, the man in motion. Snap, Derby looks to set up the screen. He's got Osifort. He's going to have to do it himself. Makes a man miss at the 20. Down the sidelines and is out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Well short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's about 1 yard short according to the flag or the on the other side there. 4th and a long one, short one. Got to make this.
This is if you're Coach Bauman.
This is ball game here.
You give the ball to 22 or you give the ball to 4 and you say just tap Derek, tell him to pick a hole. You're following him. 4th and 1 from the 14. They need the 13 for the fresh 4. Clock continues to move under 6 minutes to go in our ball game. 6-0 Bulldogs on top. Shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers to the left side. 1 man right. Derby takes a snap. Pressure coming.
No.
And he is sacked in the backfield. Where is the blocking by the Arrow offensive line? Another huge stand by the Madison defense. It is unbelievable.
Move everybody out. And the defense went out with them. And we gave Derby absolutely not a shot to do anything.
Arrow offensive line at very critical times tonight has not been able to come up with a block. And Derby gets sacked. And the Arrows will turn it over on downs on 4th and 1. Man. They'll spot the ball at the 17-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Madison. And now the Arrow defense has got to come up with a stop here again. Snap, give to the right side, and the Arrow defense is there on Millen initially. He'll dive across the 20. That's a gain of 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6. And again, the clock moves, Lanny, with 5.5 minutes to go in our football game.
If they get another 1st down, it's going to be tough here for the Arrows. Derby gets up from the tackle.
Gain of 3 officially on the play brings up 2nd down and 7 here for the Bulldogs. And again, they're taking their sweet old time with 5:20 and counting. 6-0 your score. Arrows headed 1st and goal at the 5. Turn it over on downs after going backwards 3 straight plays. Arrows had it 4th and 1 at the 14. Couldn't get it. Derby sacked in the backfield after the Arrow offensive line let everybody through.
5 minutes to go.
Pistol formation to the right side. Snap, Giles, give Millen. Tries to cut back up the middle of the field. Slips momentarily and then is strapped down by Zach Boucher and company. It's a loss of a couple on the play. Brings up 3rd down. Coach Bauman, unfortunately, doesn't have the option of calling timeouts to stop the clock. He's only got 1 left. Had to call one because somebody wasn't in position early in the 3rd quarter, and then had to burn one here a couple of minutes ago when the Arrows couldn't get lined up on a 4th down. It's a loss by Millen on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 8 after the loss of 1 on the play. Boucher tackles him back at the 19-yard line. And again, the Bulldogs taking their sweet old time here with 4:20 to play in the football game. Pistol formation to the right side. 2 men left, 1 man wide right. Arrows putting everybody in the box. Snap, give Monroe, and he has stood up at the line. Michael Giagrande and company will meet him there. It's a loss of a couple. It'll bring up 4th down, and the Bulldogs are going to have to punt one more time into this big northwest wind.
Going to be about 3.5 minutes to go by the time the Arrows get the ball. They're going to set the ball Here, have they said it yet?
No,
right
they have not.
Now with 3:51
Ball is
to
set.
go.
So they can run a bunch more time off the clock here. Curry will punt from inside his 5-yard line.
Derby comes up.
Arrow's going to come after this thing.
Now he's going to go back.
Nope, they're coming. Arrow's going to bring the house. Now he'll hightail it into the back. They run as much time off as possible. Arrows bringing the blitz. Here it comes. Snap is good. And it is blocked by the Arrows. And they have it inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal from the 3.
I don't know who blocked it, but he come in hard, and he took him out. There he's coming on the side. I can't see his number.
Is that Jake Hobrick that comes up with the block? I could not see.
No, I think it's Jaden Gorder.
May have been Gorder, and now there's a man down, and that's the punter, Curry.
I can't see who did block it, but he was coming over here all fired up.
And that is a huge play by the Arrows. They have gotten close not once but twice to blocking one. This time they do. There's a timeout on the field. We'll step aside with 3:25 to go in our ball game. This is Arrow football.
Hi, this is Derek Evans. You listen to Arrow Football on KOH.
6-0 here with 3:25 to go. Arrows blocked the punt. It's 1st and goal from the 3.
Arrows slow to get out off the timeout. They'll quickly run to the huddle and now run to the sideline or to the line of scrimmage. Snap, Derby. Derby cuts up the field. Derby's in. Touchdown.
Untouched. Derby goes in. Now the big extra point. 3:20 to go. 6-6 off the blocked punt.
It was Jake Hobrick who blocked it for the Arrows. And the Arrows come up with beautiful field position at the 3-yard line. One play, and Derby is in for the touchdown, and they are an extra point away from taking the lead. And now Jacob Derby and the Arrows again.
Boyer's coming out. It's
late.
going to be an extra point.
Yeah, they're going to go for the extra point, and now they run Boyer and the kicking team out onto the field. One of the coaches over here for the Arrows trying to find what they need to get this kick on. Derby's going to run back out onto the field to attempt the extra point. They got to hurry to get this thing off.
Timeout. No, penalty already.
And Coach Bauman is over here trying to get the timeout. The guy in the backfield called the official and said, I got a timeout. And they will give the Arrows their timeout. It's their last of the ball game. 3:20 to go. Extra point for the lead when we come back to Madison. This is Arrow football.
Hi, this is Kyle Muller, and you're listening to Arrow Football on KOH.
3:20 to go. 6-6. Arrows call their final timeout as Jake Derby's out there to kick it.
Derby will kick. Boyer Bauman will hold. He's got the hands nice and dry. He wipes his hands one more time. Now wipes it again as now Jake moves his spot over to the right just a little bit more. Boyer goes down to a knee. Forward to the lead here. Forward to the Arrows. Extra point at the 3-yard touchdown. Spot. Boot is not going to be good. And the Arrows will leave it tied up here at 6-6.
Wow.
Extra point is no good. After all that, you burn your last time out. You get everything set where you want it. And you can't get the kickoff. Pressure coming right up the gut. Derby couldn't come through. And we got ourselves a tie ball game. 6-6 is your score. And now the Arrow defense will have to get another stop. Good news is here for the Arrows, the D has been playing excellent.
Yes, they have. They played a very, very good game.
This second half, the Arrow defensive line has really done their job, and they're going to need to do it again. They got to get the ball back for the Arrow offense so they can try and go down and score one more time and finish off this ball game with a W as they try to get ready for the postseason on a winning note. As the Arrows last week over in Jackson laid an egg. Coach Bauman talked about it after the game. He said, hey, we didn't play well. We're not watching tape on this. We're not talking about this game ever again. We're going to move on and get ready for Madison. Week before that, they got a big win over Redwood Valley for homecoming. And now trying to finish off the season here with a win over Madison. Arrows will have to hold the football on the tee as Trav Thompson will tee it up for the Arrows. 6-6 is your score after a 3-yard touchdown run off the block punt by Jake Hobrick. And the Arrows have tied it up here with 3:20. They'll run up and boom. Low little squib kick. And this will be taken by one of the up men at the 33, don't make it the 37-yard line. And beautiful field position here for Madison. And boy, if there was ever a time not to do that, that would have been it.
Yeah, you wanted to get that down the field. So, let's set the stage.
Arrow defense got to come up big one more time.
Yes, they do. 6-6 here in Madison. 3:20 to go. Bulldogs with the ball on the 38-yard line of their own.
Yes, it is. 1st and 10 for Madison. Arrow defensive line has got to have one more big stop in them. Again, the only thing working against the Arrows, no timeouts. They've had to burn timeouts 3 times here in the second half to get personnel on the field to run a play.
Starting center is out for the Bulldogs. He got hurt on the punt.
Yes, he did. Curry is out of the ball game. Man in motion is Wadner, and now whistles, and they'll stop action here. And it's a delay of game on Madison. That'll back him up 5 yards. Thank you very much. So Madison taking too much time, and they'll back it up 5 yards. For the Arrows, they've been flagged 6 times for 30 yards. Madison, 7 for 45. Madison will send 2 men left and right, shotgun formation. Man in motion is Wadner. Giles takes a snap. He'll give it to Wadner on the end around to the right side.
He's got room.
Gets the corner. Now tries to cut it upfield, 35, and then is pushed out of bounds by Jake Haubrick and company. That'll stop the clock as he's shoved out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 when it's all said and done. Mabon there on the stop as well. 2nd down and 8.
Nice job by the cornerback there, Haubrick, to get up there and force him out of bounds after just a nice 2-yard gain.
Brings up 2nd down and 7. Actually, it was more than that because it was the 1st and 15, so it's a gain of 7 on the play. My apologies, I forgot about it as well. 2nd down to make it 8 here for the Bulldogs. 2 men left and a right. Shotgun formation. Giles calling for the football. He's got it. 3-step drop, looking to set up the screen to the left side. Oh, man, that could have been easily intercepted.
Overthrew right there.
Overthrew his intended receiver to Waldner on the right side. And if Oz gets his head turned around just a little bit quicker, he makes that. It's a house call for the defense. That would have been huge.
3rd down and 8 here for the Bulldogs.
Again, the Arrow defense trying to make a stop, and they've only run 22 seconds off the clock.
Throw another incomplete pass here so the clock don't run. The Arrows can get the ball back.
Pistol formation to the left side this time. 2 men wide right, 1 man wide left. Giles shotgun formation. Checks over the Arrow 4-4 defense. Takes a snap, gives it off to Millen straight ahead. Hello! He is met in the hole and dropped by Gunnar Manderscheid and company. And Gunnar lays the lumber. It's a loss of a couple. It brings up 4th down. Arrows again cannot stop the clock. It'll run now under 3 minutes to go in the football game.
6-6 here. Arrows are going to get the ball back here. So we got kids running back and forth. Actually, the winds went down a lot.
I think so, too.
It really went down.
The flags aren't blowing on the goalpost quite as straight across as they were earlier.
The light pole hasn't hit your vehicle yet?
Not yet. Boy, did you see that thing waving? Holy buckets. Punt formation here for the Bulldogs. Arrow's going to go with, they'll go with the fake.
Oh,
and
he
Millen,
dropped it.
Millen had it and dropped it. And it would have been a touchdown. It is a beautiful call by the Bulldogs, and Millen just can't hold on.
He had it in his hands, turned around to look, dropped it.
Oh, that is a gift for the Arrow defense. What a beautiful call by the Madison Bulldogs.
2:22 to go in our game. Arrows will have the ball at the 39-yard line of the Bulldogs. 6-6 is our score.
What a call by Madison.
Now, why did they go to that side of the field when...
I think they're trying to keep him out of the mud. Only thing I can think of. Shotgun formation here for the Arrows. A chance to take the lead with 2:22 to go. Mabon, the man in motion. Derby takes the snap. He'll fire the screen out to the right side, and that pass is nearly intercepted. Intended for Ossiford. I tell you what, Arrows almost give it right back as coming off from the DN spot there. Who tipped that ball up into the air.
That would have been a house call also.
Yes, it would have, as Braden Steffen got his hands on the football, a lot like J.J. Watt does for the Houston Texans. Popped it up into the air, and thankfully for the Arrows, it falls harmlessly incomplete.
2:17 to go. Derby and company coming up to the ball here. 2nd down and 10. 6-6 is our score in Madison.
Mabon to the left side, trips to the right side. Shotgun formation for Derby. Ossifort to his right. Bulldogs showing blitz up the A gap. Jake calls for the football. They'll go toss to the right side with the Ossifort. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Makes a second man miss. Here goes Oz! 40, 30, 20, and he's whipped down from behind at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 Arrows. It's a touchdown-saving tackle by Wyatt Fender and Madison.
I thought he was gone. I thought he was gone.
Fender saves the touchdown for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 Arrows. Clock is running, and the ball is spotted at the 15-yard line.
He's out of bounds.
Well, he said keep. He rolled his arm. Then did he wave it off or what?
Yeah, he had to wave it. He went out of bounds. They threw him out of bounds.
1st and 10 Arrows from the 15. Any score gives the Arrows the lead. Man in motion is Buffington from right to left. Shotgun formation for Jacob Derby. Jake calling for the football. He's got it. Tucks and runs. Now he'll dive ahead. And penalty markers come flying from the near side official. We'll check to see what it is. This may be an illegal shift on the Arrows, and that's exactly what it is. They had 2 guys moving at the snap of the football. And that'll back the Arrows up 5 yards. The Arrows have shot themselves in the foot numerous times here in this football game. They had the would-be 70-yard touchdown run for Alex Osford called back on a penalty. It was a block in the back that was 20 yards away from the play after Osford was already well past. And the Arrows now get a 3-yard touchdown run here late in the 4th quarter to tie it up. Missed the extra point. Don't even get the extra point off.
Somebody call a timeout, or what do we? Oh, we're backed him up. Sorry.
Yeah, had to back him up for the penalty. It's 1st and 15 now from the 20-yard line. Everybody in tight here for the Arrows. Double tight end set. A lot of big fellas on the field. Snap, Derby. Looks. Now tucks. Tries to cut to the outside, and there is nothing going. He's going to lose yardage on this. Oh, no, he'll gain maybe a yard. And that's it. Again, clock moving, 1:45 to go. Arrows do not have a timeout. They cannot stop it.
2nd down and 14 here for the Arrows. From the 19. We got to hustle the plays in here.
We got to show a little intensity and a little hustle here. Again, Arrows do not have a timeout. Score tied at 6-6 with 1:27 to go. You do have the wind at your back. Jake Derby is a good kicker. He may get a chance to win it on a field goal. Everybody in tight here again. I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to line him up for a field goal. He wanted to be on that far left side. He'll tuck it, and he will run. Dives across the 15, down near the 13, and he'll go down there. And Jake Derby will run over here to the near sideline to talk with Coach Bauman and see what they want to do again. They sure look like they're going to try to set this thing up for a game-winning field goal for Jacob Derby. As he's just trying to stay. He's trying to stay on that far side hash mark where it's nice and clean. They will spot the ball at the 13-yard line for the Arrows. Or excuse me, it's 3rd down and 7. Jake again from the shotgun. Takes a snap, pressure coming. He cuts back up the middle field. Jake inside the 10 to the 9. And now the Arrows got to get the field goal unit out there. And here comes Boyer, Bauman, and company. They will quickly try to run guys in and out. And they're going to get helped a little bit by a Madison Bulldog player who's slow to get up. He does now. Here comes the game-winning field goal. 20 seconds, 19 seconds. Arrows will be kicking. It looks like about a 25-yarder for the win for Jacob Derby. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Boyer, Bauman goes down to a knee. 25-yard field goal for the win. Snap, spot, boot, kick is blocked by the Bulldogs.
They can return that.
Bulldogs block it as the clock hits 000, and we've got free football tonight in Madison. We are 6-6 after regulation. We're back with the coin toss and the first series for the offense when we return. This is Arrow football.
Hi, this is Ethan Sheik, and you're listening to Arrow Football on KLOH.
Back in Madison, we're tied up at the end of regulation, 6-6 the score, and the quarterback Giles for Madison comes out to the field limping. Millen is limping. They've already lost their starting center to Curry. He had a blocked punt earlier, and now they'll go out and do the coin toss, and this is crucial because if you win the toss, you want to play defense first. Madison, it appears, has won the toss. And we'll see how it works out. They're going to play in the east end zone. And the Arrows will be on offense here first. First overtime of the year for the Arrows.
In the absolute worst conditions you could have. So the Arrows, actually they're playing defense, Bill.
Are they going to play defense?
Yep.
Maybe the Arrows won the toss.
Ball sits where? At the 20? 10?
I think they start the ball at the, not sure.
Going down to the 10.
Yeah, we'll be 1st and 10 here for Madison.
College is what, 20? I believe.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
I've never seen an overtime game, so.
Line of scrimmage is the 10-yard line. First down for Madison. Giles will send 2 men to the left side. He will send 1 man wide to the right side. Pistol formation to the left side. Millen is to his left. There's also 1 man behind him. Giles calling for the football. He'll give it to Millen on the counter to the right side, and there's nothing doing. He'll rumble inside the 10 to the 9. That's it. Gain of 1 for Rush Millen. Second down coming up off the bottom of the pile there for the Arrows is Michael Giagrande.
We've called his name a lot here
Yes,
tonight.
we have. Gain of 1 of the play brings up second down.
We are in overtime. 6-6.
Arrows had a chance to win it with a field goal from 25 yards out that was blocked. And now we go to the extra session. Second down and goal from the 9. Snap, give, Millen. And again, nothing doing as Zach Boucher and company are there to rip him down. It's a loss of 2 on the play. Back to the 11.
That's nice job. Nice pressure up front. Just big bull rushes and come right through by Boucher.
Makes it 3rd and goal now for Madison in overtime. Clock reads 000, but we got to have a winner. Arrows get defense first. All they got to do is come up with a stop and then gets a score, and the game is over. 1 man wide to the right side of the field, 2 men wide to the left side. Pistol formation to the left for Giles. Millen to his left. Arrows will stay in their 4-4 defense. Giles and the Bulldogs going with the wind. Snap is high. He'll get it down. Giles going to keep it himself. Tries to get to the edge. Now cuts to the outside. And he will get back to the 10, to the 9. And that is it.
Boucher forces him out.
As Boucher comes from that DN spot on that side of the field and forces him down. It'll bring up 4th down. And now we'll see what
kick an extra or try and kick a field goal.
we'll see what Madison elects to do from the 9-yard line. 4th and goal.
They're going to kick the try and kick the field goal.
Sure looks like it. They'll try a 26-yard field goal. On the hold will be Heath Williams. Kicking will be Trevor Holbrook. Holbrook, snap, spot, boot, kick is up, and the kick is good. 26-yard field goal is good, and Madison has forced the Arrows' hand. They have to get at least a field goal. We'll step aside. Arrows possession and offense when we return. This is Arrow football.
We are in overtime, and the Arrows' first crack at the ball. Derby up.
Derby will send the Arrows to the line of scrimmage. Everybody in tight. Takes a snap. Toss to Ossiport. Ossiport now tries to cut back across the grain up the middle of the field. Runs across to 10.
Still
down to
going.
the 9.
Fumble.
Ball's loose. Fumble. Madison has it.
They win.
Ball game. Oh, wait a minute. The official, the white hat, is coming in and saying he was down. Oh, hold the phone. No fumble. They say Alex Ossiport's knee was down. 2nd and goal for the Arrows inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Oh, Arrows get a break. Oh, man. Wowzers. That is huge for the Arrows. 2nd and goal from the 8. Shotgun formation for Derby. Calling for the football. He's got it. He'll cut back up the middle of the field. Jake tries to run over the man at the 5, down to the 4.
And 3, isn't he?
He's down
4.
to the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal here for the Arrows, trailing 9-6 here in overtime. Madison had the ball first. Went absolutely nowhere. Kick a 26-yard field goal to retake the lead. It's 3rd and goal here for the Arrows. Derby on out. The Arrows fumbled on the second possession, but get it back.
Ooh. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Derby has 1 rushing touchdown here tonight. It's the only offense for the Arrows. They'll leave again. Everybody in tight. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal. You want to get the touchdown. Jake calling for the football. He's got it. He'll take it himself. Dives ahead. He's not going to get it. And he'll be down at the 2-yard line. So now it's decision time for Coach Bauman. Do you go for it on 4th down, or do you try and kick the field goal? Do you go for the win, or do you go for the tie?
They're going for the win.
Derby down to the 2-yard line.
Are we going to call a timeout? Timeout, Arrows.
And the Arrows will use their timeout. Each team is granted 1 timeout for the overtime period, and Coach Bauman elects to use it. Do you go for the win, or do you try the field goal to tie? We'll find out when we come back. This is Arrow football.
Hi, this is Boyer Bauman, and you're listening to Arrow Football on KLOH.
9-6. Bulldogs over the Arrows. They lead with the made field goal in overtime, and it's 4th and goal here for the Arrows. Arrows call a timeout. They're going for it.
Arrow offense will stay on the field. This is the ball game. It's 4th and goal from the 2. Shotgun formation for Jacob Derby. Snap. They'll give it off to Alex Osford. He's not going to get anywhere near it, and the ball game is over. Bulldogs win it in overtime, 9-6, your final score. And with a Bulldog win, they get to host a playoff game coming up next week. Madison, your winner tonight. Arrows will finish the regular season at 4-4. Coming up on the postgame show.